Welcome to the human brain, part 3. So, what I was talking about with the human brain, with the reptilian brain, mammalian brain, neocortex over the top. Okay, so the way that's going to show up for different things is like if someone is like yelling and screaming, they've lost their temper, the reasoning part of their brain isn't going to work. So as in so just you as a person, it gives you a cue and you can recognize that, oh, okay, cool. This person's lost that. It's like I'm not going to try and reason with them. They're not going to be able to take in information. You know what I mean? As in they're not going to be able to process what you're saying because they need their reasoning center of their brain to work when they're doing that. The same as I said that when people drink alcohol, the first thing it affects is the prefrontal cortex, which is the reasoning center of the brain. Okay, and so when it does that as well, that's why when you drink a certain amount of alcohol, you're not supposed to be able to drive. Because our judgment is impaired, yeah, i.e., our reasoning center, it doesn't work as well. Okay, so for anyone that has been, if they've been subjected to a lot of trauma, for sure, they can easily get stuck in living in this survival mode, which means living on their baser instincts, as in their reptilian and their mammalian instincts, just like food, what I food, keeping myself safe, like basic things. Anything that's in peripheral, like say anything creative, anything like singing, like music, like dancing, like anything like that, nothing like that would be possible. In saying that, if you did want to try and talk to someone that is like that, if you want to try and get them out of that, uh, not get them out of that. For one, what I would do if it were me, I wouldn't engage with them with anything like trying to ask them to be able to try and have any reasonable conversation, because that's not going to be able to be possible. So what I would do, I would manage the area as in keep things that are going that are going to exacerbate the situation and make it worse. You would clear the environment if you could. If it was a child, say, yeah, like if there's things that are going to trigger them, going to go off even further, then I would clear the environment in order to be able to do that. But you have to give that person time to be able to calm down. If you talk to them sometimes about different things that they love, maybe their animals, their pets, or different things that they like, then that kind of switches over to the other part of the brain and another part of the brain, and that can sort of like, I don't know, slowly begin to bring that person down a little bit. But you have to really wait. It's just really, you really need to wait for that neocortex to connect again. Hey, listen, could you please like my videos, and please, if you like them at all, subscribe to my channel, because I'm only allowed to do 3-minute lives at the moment in these shorts, and I'd like to be able to talk about subjects a little bit further, and I can't do that unless I have more subscribers. So thank you in advance for doing that, and I hope you've enjoyed